What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Happy Monday to you. Welcome to the Play Call Sheet. Tonight, we cover the NFC EAST. Bring it in. Let your friends and family know. I know y'all come here trolling on my Cowboys. Let's get it.
To throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Comes the ladder. Oh my goodness! Justin Jefferson. The catch of his life.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Man, too. Guess what, bro? How you doing tonight, my brother?
We don't need an introduction from me, man. We need to come on at the same time, especially on a night like this, man. Play call sheet. Last division we talking about tonight.
The best.
You know what it is. But I did tell Will, who's coming on in a bit, man, that this may be the last time, man, that our division's last in terms of this talk, man, on this show. We might be first or second next year, man. This division might be whack, but we gonna talk about it.
Yeah, so freaking Lulu. And speaking of Will, man, Will, I'm gonna apologize ahead of time that you're gonna have to go through this. This Dallas Cowboy talk, dog. Let's get my guy up in here, Chili. Will.
Also, I love how Took thinks that y'all went last because this division is so good. No, he just did it last because it's y'all team. It wasn't because y'all division's good.
2 years in a row. 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. Favoritism on Cowboy Radio.
We the best. Who?
What's good with everybody though?
Hey, no.
Damn it, Bobby. What's going on, Bobby?
We chilling over here.
Bobby.
Bring your friend. Like, share, subscribe. STWF TV. We on YouTube, man. Twitch. You know what I'm saying? If you like that type of thing. Facebook. You know, you're on there all day posting. We'll come through. Should have took the PTO time. You know what I'm saying? You should have.
They don't give me enough PTO. I'm here.
We got you, man. You got limited here. For
like,
now.
Yes. Like, yes, we will pay you to not come anymore. Seriously.
We got a limited time. You got a limited time for now.
So, for people's watching, always, first of all, the access that we use to stream, we can't stream in a group anymore, which is weird.
So that went official?
Yeah, because it disappeared. The icon disappeared. So
They
it
some
was there
suckers.
and it was gone. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Zuck. Don't nobody want no meta, bro.
So hold on.
It's
So
whack.
so we can't post on our group no more?
No, we can't. We can't go live.
Oh,
Because we stream. Remember, I think Bree brought this up some weeks back that it was gonna switch over and you were no longer allowed to use StreamYard. They basically just want you to use all their shit, and all their shit sucks. So
okay.
That part. So we're still on our STWF TV on Facebook. We're still on that one. YouTube, of course, Twitch, and X.
So wait. So it still works on that YouTube TV. So we just send everybody there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yo, Zuck, y'all some hoes for that though.
Yeah, man. I'm cool on the meta right now. I see the meta is even on there just to do searches now, man. Ain't got nothing to do with it. But anyhow,
Jokes on
man,
us.
so how was y'all weekend?
It was good. Chilling, cool. A lot of sports stuff going on. A lot of fun going on. A lot of shadow games in the NFL. Love the shadow game. It's my favorite time of year. It's all a bunch of bullshit. And you can smell it from a mile away, but like we all still buy in because we want the content. But yeah, it's one of my favorite times of the year. Leading into my favorite event of the year, which is our draft, which we will be doing.
Live and direct.
I'm gonna be here.
It's Thursday, Friday. Tune in. Come through. Call number will be installed.
You know what's been kind of weird is, like you said, all the shadow games and stuff like that. I saw like 3 or 4 different posts today. Like all these teams want to move in the top 3 and 4. I'm like, who's really up there that they're trying to clamor to get? You think?
So the rumors I'm getting is a lot of They're thinking maybe Washington could move, but they're pretty settled on Washington selecting Daniels there. But everything's it looks like the draft starts with us, with the Patriots. Because everybody's wondering what we're gonna do there. Now, allegedly, people said the plan was we were gonna sign a quarterback for about $8 to $12 million, and then go out and draft a quarterback. And so far, it's exactly what we've done. So it looks like we're also gonna take Drake May. So the draft may actually start with the 4th pick, which would be Marvin.
Yeah, man.
So, a lot of stuff going around, man. It's hype.
The smoking fire, man. Definitely a good dose. You know what I'm saying? The horse, the draft, man, a couple days away. All the suspense, hidden surprises. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this what you're supposed to be in the draft, man. Especially, when you have teams that, especially for your teams, you kind of think you know where you're going, but yeah. Then you got the mock drafts, and then you're just sitting there all day, like boom, 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 and then it's like it's almost there. And our last mock drafts are coming up, man. So listen here, man. I can't wait for it. Y'all guys, shout out to you too. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. This is the second draft I'm excited for in terms of this overall. We'll be part of a show, and we'll be over here, intense laughs. You know what I'm saying? Giggles, stuff like that, but.
Ethan Espinal, shout out to you. Thank you for joining us. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before, so appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking up, and I just looked it up now. On April the 22nd, which is today, you're no longer to be able to stream to Facebook groups from any third-party app.
Lame.
So I think the only reason why it's still going to the STWF TV because it's a public and it's not really a group. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I bet they cut that. I wonder if they cut back because I bet you people were streaming within groups, like streaming like live events and shit.
Ah, yeah.
But I thought they were already on that though, because that's how. I won't take blame for it, but I definitely was a part of it. I was there for sure. I didn't help. I didn't stop him. I ain't even tried. But we didn't really know. But yeah, that's how we shut down Tuke's other room, his original room.
Man. Yeah. Shut the room, man. How you told it. A UFC fight. Kawan and a UFC fight changed the aspect of that, man. Listen, imagine waking up from a good dream and then ending in a nightmare. Start in the morning, man. It's crazy.
I just don't know why they had to they gave it the death penalty. It was SMU. Like they
immediately.
Expeditiously, bro. Expeditiously.
There was no emails. There was nothing. There was no anything.
You know what I remember you telling me? I remember you telling me, Tuke, the warning came with the message that they're cutting it. It came together. It was like, y'all can't be doing this, by the way. Oh, you did it. You're done. Like, that was it. That shit's crazy, bro.
So basically you just said, the video is going to be deleted. I'm like, I bet. And then literally,
the same message.
Group, there was nothing there. I said, what?
Wasn't even.
I'm in on everybody, man.
And it's crazy because that's when we had that room the most active. And all of us recognized it right away because we were like, we can't get in the room. What's good? Tuke's like, Tuke sent us all the messages like, we done, bro.
A group
he tried like the IRS audit.
Yeah. A group from the hood ended it on some hood shit.
Yeah.
Real talk, man. That's basically what it did, man.
Yeah.
But thanks everybody for tuning in where you can tune from. We appreciate it greatly. Before we get into the NFC East, just got a few little stories to tap onto with the crew and anybody that's in right now. Feel free to comment. Subscribe as well. You can comment and then subscribe, but do that first. But anyway, we know college football season, in this time, spring football, things of that nature. Not really talking about the college players that I'll talk about is in the draft for the most part. But of course, there's some coaches in the game that, circulate 24/7 in terms of the media. One of them saying Deion Sanders. We've heard stories in regards to, his tenure so far at Colorado with recruits, players, family members, just about everything in the book. So we know that Deion's trying to push for recruits now, solidify his camp on his campus. As of right now, we know he's guaranteed to stay. We haven't heard any rumblings about that. But speaking on one of his former players, now because this has transferred, McCarney McLean, a 5-star recruit to Colorado last year, leaving Deion Sanders' program. Top-ranked cornerback in the last year's high school class, per 24/7 Sports, who entered the transfer portal to find a new collegiate home. He discussed a few things about the Buffalo's program under Sanders in a video on YouTube on Saturday. And end quote, he says, "I feel like I just don't want to play for clicks. I actually want to be involved with great leaders, a great program that's going to develop players," McLean said in the video, which was titled Next Step. He also added that he wants to change the narrative surrounding his name and to be a part of a real and great program that's going to impact me to the best of my ability. Deion Sanders didn't comment on McLean's departure from the program, where he had a suitable shot himself at the corner. He said, "I'm always in prayer with the young man, and I want the best for him. I pray to God that he goes to a program that challenges him as well as hold him accountable and develop him as a young man." He said, "Unfortunately, we aren't the program that can accomplish that, so preferably he understands that it's the second go around and go get it, man, because he has tremendous amount of talent, but he has to want it." In his career with Colorado, 13 total tackles and 2 passes defended in 9 games. So, fellas, man, 5-star leaves. And I think this is the cornerback. This may be the cornerback that I believe that he just sat on the sidelines, basically. He didn't play him at one point. Basically, he didn't start like the first couple weeks. And
so I saw a little bit of them kind of, I saw his video that he posted and how he felt about it, and saying he wanted to play for a real football program, which is kind of a jab at Deion in Colorado. Say he wanted to play for a team that's not in it, I think, for likes or something. So you just said something similar to that. I think Deion tried to take the high road with it. This because I think when they had came out initially, it said that he had transferred. They wished him luck. They kept it professional, but I think it kind of changed a little bit after that. I think it came out a little bit later. Pretty much, he wouldn't. He can cut it in a nice way.
Yeah.
Whenever they did try to put him in the game, he didn't know his assignments. He went out there, messed up, out of position, and things like that. So, but that's the social media world that we in now. Everything's for everybody to consume right now. Nothing's left in the locker room. Coach is going to have their voice. Players going to have their voice. In a way, I kind of like it because now, well, you know what? It's still the same because still this, no matter who's right, who's wrong, if a person thinks they're right, then they're going to stand on that.
Yeah. Look, this is going to happen when you run your program the way that Deion does. You're going to have people who don't like it. And rightfully so. Y'all threw like a party every week on the campus. And y'all went like 2-12. So like it's just like you can't. People ain't gonna like that. You know what I mean, like Lil Wayne. I don't think Lil Wayne gonna show up to the next event. You know what I mean, y'all record is real bad. So all I'm saying is I understand where people are coming from. I don't know if you should take shots on the way out because there's no need for it. Are they hindering your transfer? Are you leaving with bad blood for some reason? If you just leaving because you ain't like the opportunity and you want to go to a better situation, you're the one choosing greener pastures. There's no reason to throw shots on the way out.
Right.
So,
because if I'm a coach looking at that coming in, I'm gonna kind of look at you kind of
like
character flaw.
Like I got to be careful around this kid because he gonna tell all. He gonna write tell all book at some point. So, yeah, I don't think it's a good look for. But hey, look, he's like probably 17, 18, 19. We expect.
Right.
We all wilded out at that age.
Yeah.
I'm
lucky there was no mic in my face at that age. I'd have been done.
I was gonna get to that. Him throwing the shots. There's a little gut feeling in my mind. Maybe he knows where he's going. Maybe the people that eventually is going to be around, you know what I'm saying, probably had him, you know what I'm saying, put this in his mind, you know, to just take a little shot at Dion. Now, we know that there was little quotes during the season where, like Dion said, he's not cut yet. You know what I'm saying? He may think he's cut, but he's not cut. And, you know, and him as an athlete, I'm a 5-star. I'm a 5-star. What? You know what I'm saying? And then you go to the homies or other people like, what? Dion ain't playing you wide? In your mind, his mind, at least. And then, of course, you got the coach. You know, coach is going to coach how you want to coach. This is a Hall of Fame, solidified top 5, top 10 player all time. Like, you know, so like Will said, man, it's, you know, is there any need for it? You know, at the same time, this is a young man and, you know, he wants to perform. He wants to play, you know, for the stature that he came in. You know, hey, you went to Colorado. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first mistake you made, you know, not disrespecting Dion, but hopefully you're able to overcome at your new school, you know, and make Dion eat his words, man. You know, make Dion, you know, like, damn, I should have kept him. Which you're probably not going to hear from Dion because Dion's not that type of cat. But be interesting to see where that man's journey goes to.
That's true.
Look, Bobby, I would do that in a heartbeat, by the way, Bobby. If Washington drafts Drake, the Raiders, although I do like Daniels, but a first and second and a first and third the next year, yeah, you got to take that.
Take that.
Yeah,
So shout out to Daryl, man. My man Daryl's here. He got to go eat up in the Cowboys jersey. High five the Lakers fan. And this Stone Cold Stunner into this chat. In abbreviation, that is. But he did say something in regards to this Colorado situation. If somebody can put it up. He said some Colorado players want fame when they go to CU. They can't get the game they want or think they deserve. They use drama on their way out. Plus, Dion is an old school, no excuse type player. The youth nowadays don't like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Shout out to you, Daryl, man. You know what I'm saying? My man, Big D in the building, man. You know, it's approaching summertime, man. You know what I'm saying? Get up. Real, man. But now to our second news story of the day, which is a little funny. We spoke on the smoke and mirrors of the NFL draft, you know, all the rumors, you know, the things that we would want to happen, the things that the media just throwing at people that they think can happen, or just people just throwing stuff out there because they can, because it's that type of year to do it. So Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell joked in regards to how he sent the New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft flowers to sweeten up a deal on a potential trade. Now, I'll go back to a conversation we had probably like a month ago. You know, we was talking about the Vikings and we talked about potential Jefferson to the Patriots. That's what I first thought of. Like, what? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. But it's the type of stuff that you're going to start thinking when stuff like this goes out there. But O'Connell said, you know, I may or may not have sent a nice bouquet of flowers to Robert Kraft the other day. But definitely a bunch of flowers is not going to swindle that deal. You know what I'm saying? The Patriots have the third pick in the draft. And there's been bits and pieces saying they may trade it. We don't know what they're going to do. But you entertain stuff like this when you're in the seat, you know, because it can only take one dummy, you know, to change your mind. Something that is in your favor, you feel. So,
they can have that pick for Jetta.
Yes.
They can have a few picks for Jetta.
Vikings currently have the 11th pick in the draft.
You do that, Will?
Only if we know we're going to lock them up right after, yeah.
Gotcha. I think it'd be worth it.
And they have the money, too, correct?
Plenty of money.
Yeah, plenty, right.
Don't nobody want to play it. We got plenty of money.
Vikings are definitely trying to look for a quarterback. They could settle for J.J. McCarthy. He could also be a top 10 pick. There's a couple other quarterbacks that could be in this room, but of course, you circle around Jalen Daniels, Drake May. You know, you circle around those guys when you see teams want to trade up. You know, you think of those two guys right there potentially who they're going to want to trade up for. You going to Detroit, Daryl? Sweet, man. You know?
Nah, Fields already been moved. He ain't going to be moved again.
Yeah, Justin Fields moved again. That would be wild.
He's at Pittsburgh, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be wild if Pittsburgh did that, but I don't think. Nah, I think I think they put Justin Fields in a stable home for now. I don't think they're going to move.
Trolling.
That'll be hilarious. Oh, you're trolling about the draft? if you do go to Detroit, though, get some of Mom's spaghetti, man.
For real, B.
Well. Hey, man. Hey, Will. I love you so much, man. I put another Patriot topic in here tonight for you.
Oh, my man. My God. That's my guy.
Tonight, and I got you, man.
And don't believe a word of what they say about you, man.
So this one here, now we all have our diagnosis on Bill Belichick. The good, the bad, and the evil of him, you know? But overall, we all can agree that this man, is a great mind, a great football mind. We know that. We know that this season, was his last with the Patriots. Had a couple meetings with a few teams. We were shocked when the Vikings gave him a second interview. We're thinking like, oh, Belichick's going to have the job. You know what I'm saying? You get a second interview, usually you're in the seat. So what? Chilling with the owner, on the yacht, things of that nature. A week or two went by. Raheem Morris was named the new head coach of Atlanta Falcons.
Yep.
What? Raheem Morris over Bill Belichick? Hold on, let me say that again. Raheem Morris over Bill Belichick. That's what happened. And, there's reasons that we've been hearing through the media why this happened. Oh, Belichick wanted full control.
Right.
Belichick didn't, Belichick wanted to do the same thing he wanted to do in New England. Then you hear Belichick's camp like, oh, we said we'll give them a little piece of the pie. We won't try to run everything, so. So when I heard this news, man, this weekend, I said, wow. Do we really have beef? And we had beef the whole time y'all was a dynasty just about? Because this sounds like some real crazy, hated shit right here. What happened?
Bad divorce.
Bad divorce, man. They I want to keep the ground. I want to be the man. So we're going to talk about it. Several factors contributed to the Falcons' turn away from Belichick. First and foremost, it seemed that his former employer, Patriots owner Robert Kraft, gave him a terrible review. Wow, what's going on? P. Holla. Take that. Kraft told Off the Blink that Belichick cannot be trusted and would conflict with the owner's wishes to have a family atmosphere within the organization. Blank likes coaches who feels part of a family, a Falcons source said, and it wasn't going to be the way with Bill. The Falcons executives were also given a chance to voice their preferences among candidates, and Belichick didn't make any of the lieutenants' top three, which a former Patriots player took issue with. That is crazy as hell.
People just love piling on greatness. They mad at Bill. It's okay though.
It's gonna get petty, right?
Hold on, what's crazy?
It's gonna get worse.
What's crazy? Yeah. I'm gonna say this one thing, and then I'm gonna let y'all have the floor for the rest of this.
I think I know you're finna say. Go ahead.
I remember a certain somebody, myself, talking to the third person right now. Myself, I was talking in regards to Robert Kraft. I was like, this feels a little bit Dallas to me. Now, I was a little young to see Dallas win their championships, but we all know what went down with Jimmy Johnson and the whole swindle with Jerry Jones. This feels real Dallas-ish to me. That now you're gonna try to Jimmy Johnson, Bill Belichick. For what? What do you gain? Man, what Bill Belichick do for you, man, but answer all your calls and services? Maybe not one time, but for 20-something years, even in a relationship, it might be one time where you don't say yes. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, man. This is crazy, man.
Yeah, Bill apparently did enough to really bother him. It's fascinating.
So, he used to always get the praise, speaking of Kraft, about how he was a hands-off owner. He stayed out of the way, let Bill do his thing. Now, I'm starting to think, because Bill is a Parcells disciple, he may have been the one to put that in a place.
Yeah, Bill kept him out.
Aware about it, yeah. So we about to see that, and the reason why I was saying, I agree with Will as far as it's not that this being far from over. this can get to the pettiness level of when he goes into the Hall of Fame and he coaches somewhere else, he would go in by under somebody other than being a New England Patriots head coach.
Oh, it's gonna get a lot more petty when he decides to coach the Bills.
Oh.
That's where it's gonna get real crazy for everybody. I can't wait. I can't wait. But that's where it's really gonna get petty when he goes out there, because you know McDermott's days are numbered. I think honestly he would have took the Atlanta job, but I think he's like, you know what, I'll wait for the Bills job. Miami won't open up in time, but the Jets could.
Yeah. Jets
probably be
and
the same
got
situation.
good rosters.
Right, got a good roster. Right, you got to get a quarterback though, because that man's aging as it is.
Yeah, I mean, all that circulating right now. This is guys.
Where Dak goes.
Fascinating. But yeah, the jury's still out.
I gotta mention Jerry Jones too. And bad blood is bad blood. There was little swirlings. I think the last meet, not this year's meeting, but the meeting the year before, Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft were kind of a seesaw situation here, in regards to some things that were going on in regards to Roger Goodell, I believe. And so, you know, you can throw the Cowboys in the hat with a bunch of the Bills. I like the Bills pick. I like that to go in the division.
That's what I'm saying. That's the level of pay that Bill is, which is why I said the Bills, because I'm like, yo, he'll fucking just go to the team that's named after him and also is in the division. It'd be the megalomaniac move of the year. I really want him to do it.
The Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's about me, motherfucker. Like, I think he really would do that. So, and I look forward to seeing that level of petty.
No,
the Giants one makes sense.
No, we love when Snyder was there.
Yeah. But I still think the jury's out on Kraft. Like, I think he took a lot of heat because most fans are like, yeah, Belichick tried to get rid of Tom. You know what I mean? So he had to go. But there was still a lot of fans like me who were like, yo, I think y'all just kind of took Bill for granted at the end there. And so I think his recent response and his pettiness, Kraft, I think it's because he's feeling the heat. Because Kraft's always been beloved. He's never really felt a lot of heat. Like, even after he fucking, what he cheat on the wife or whatever, or I forget what he did. Even after all of that. Yeah, even after all of that, people didn't really turn on Kraft. So, like, I think when people had some things to say about the Bill situation, I don't think he's used to being criticized.
I would agree with you 1,000%, sir.
Yeah, so I think from this point right now moving forward, it's a fascinating thing to watch for.
It's definitely a fascinating thing to watch for.
Will he remain Robert Kraft, or will he descend into Jerryhood? I look forward.
If he descends into Jerry Jones, hey yo.
I look forward to watching that play out. No, yeah, we can say that we talked about that shit here like way before it happens.
Yo, talk, man. That's why we love this show here, because
absolutely
comes out, man. And we're part of the group, man.
We on it.
But
you call this one. You call this one too. So we'll see how it goes. But you call that.
So, man, I hope he turns into Jerry.
Don't wish that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Let's get it, man. Last news. I'm just gonna go yes or no. But we're gonna talk about it. Zach Wilson traded to the Broncos. Overall, will he recoup his career in Denver? Yes or no?
Are you sure? I think it'll be more at home. Isn't that where did he put BYU kid, right? Now he's back.
Yeah.
Semi close to the area. He's in Denver. Not too far. Right around the corner. I think he might be more comfortable there. I think what they're starting there is way less pressure than being the starting quarterback for the New York Jets. I just think no matter how you slice it, it's a better situation for him. The kid still has talent. He just got broken.
He's only 24.
He's a baby still. He's not even out of that first contract yet. I don't believe. I think, or is it would have been this year. I don't know. Either way, we'll see what happens. To answer your question, I don't know if I see him having a full-blown resurgence, but I could see him, being better than what we've seen. It's hard not to, honestly. Got to be better than that.
What you feel, Coach? you feel about Zach Wilson? Maybe Cooper's career in Denver.
Well, I think we've always heard the narrative that as far as Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Was it him or was it Drew Brees? We're gonna be able to see now if he can resurrect this kid's career. But at the same time, I think he kind of put himself on the hot seat a little bit, even though it's on his second year. Because towards the end of the season, when they sat Russ down, Russ was starting to put them in position to win some games, but they just never meshed. So if he comes in and if he comes in and he can coach him up, they got a great deal out of it. If he comes in and he's just starting, you just stinking it up even more, they may pull the plug on it. Because I think they're owned by the Waltons now.
Mm.
And I don't think they're gonna have a very long leash for him.
Right. And they only had
what they gave up for him.
Right. A late pick, right? In this year's draft?
Yep.
And the Jets will pay the $5.5 million base salary.
They paid that man to leave.
So basically, like you said,
now.
I agree with that. You're in a do or die year, basically here. Let's see if you can make a little bit of noise, man. And change the I can't even say change because, like you said, Russ was doing his thing last year. Like they look good, and at times they look bad. But they
agreed. Super low risk, high reward for sure.
Definitely is. I agree with that.
I think I'm curious because I think they shook his confidence when he first got to New York. They kind of threw him in there to the Wolves. Kid's from BYU. He's born in Utah.
Yeah.
Throw him in that with he's single. You had the drama coming in with him and going after moms and the reputation. They sensationalized that. You're in New York media. He had a lot going on other than just coming in and get ready to play football. So we're gonna see what he does.
White Justin Fields is good.
Nah, don't do Justin like that, man.
About the same success, though.
Yeah, I agree with you. Especially now that they're doing it, they have these contracts that are front loaded on the guarantee money. Like they can do it now. They can just go ahead and eat it all in the first 1 or 2 years. And if there's anything left on there, they can take a minimum salary cap, like a couple of $1 million is nothing, but take a minimum salary cap hit and move on. And the thing with the coaches now too, I think the days the players and coaches is getting time to play out their contract or coach out their contract, it's few and far between. There's not that many of those owners still left behind. Probably the only one owner who still believes in that theory. Rooney, and unfortunately the one we got here in the Metroplex.
Well, I don't even think he believes in loyalty to the coach. He just believes in loyalty to him making all the decisions, and that's the only way he can do it is with a coach that he can do it with, which is McCarthy.
True, which is a byproduct of his ego.
Yeah. That man's head cool, big for hats.
Very big. But
popcorn time, man. Get your popcorn, man. You know what I'm saying? We know what you all came here for. You had to spice it up a little bit, man, with some outros, intros, new things coming out, before the movie comes on,
Right. Orlando getting smacked up.
Who getting smacked up?
Suggs came back. Orlando Magic losing. Suggs came back to the game, though. It looked bad earlier. He clapped knees with somebody else. Like he hyperextended this shit, but he back out there.
Okay. So we'll be back by 15, 20, taking a break.
Don't go nowhere.
All right.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Gritty checking in. This Friday I'm live with STWF Media, man. Little interview coming soon. Everybody, y'all tune in, man. We got some big coming. Let's get it.
Back at it.
Full blown Amber Alert. Lewis is informed tonight, man. Appreciate you hopping in and supporting us, brother.
Real talk, man. Paying homage too, man. Shout out to my man Lewis Ashley, man. I heard the great reviews, man. In the tap out, man. You over there, man. They got you out the shell, man.
Oh, yeah?
World. Shout out to Lewis, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake said I'm so fascinated. Lewis's boxing takes. I'm learning boxing. You know, Lewis, man. Shout out to you, man. No lie, man. Great.
Fuck Lewis.
Man. I was Lewis is me like fuck Lewis, but you know,
damn. Kick in the door with me in my 4-4.
That's my dog.
Number love, man. So before we get into the division that we're talking about today, we had this shout out to Dale, our production engineer that shares a lot of stuff with us. We want us to take a look at these units. I don't know. Any Bronco fans? Do y'all know any Bronco fans?
Not a
I know
one.
one.
You know one?
I know one.
These are gross. What are we doing?
Yeah. They look kind of USFL like.
Yeah. Swag.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those. Now, these I'm a fan of. Let me see. You know, I've known 2 Bronco fans. One of them just happened to be my brother at one point in time. But that's a long time ago.
So we hate Broncos here. What are you in the Cole Brown Simpson family?
Yeah, this is the one of the
throwbacks there. I like those.
Those are my favorite jerseys.
Yeah, I like those. Yeah, the orange popsicle ones. Yeah, those are dope.
Yes, sir. Someone say my name, Candyman. What's up, Dale? He chilling in the cuts. I haven't seen the new Lions jersey yet.
Yep, I seen the new Lions jersey. They dope too. They go kind of back into that retro style, old school style with like that good baby powder color. You know, they got a black alternative color too. That's fire. I seen those the other day. I actually like the Lions jerseys too, Bobby.
And Dale, I'm glad you showed up when you did. We talking football real quick. I want to throw this out there, man. My Longhorns coming into the SEC this year. The spring game was kind of litty. Arch Manning, he went 19 of 26, 355, 3 tubs, 1 pick.
In sweatshorts.
2 75-yard touchdown passes. Let's go!
SEC football, college football coming soon, man. But before college football start, y'all know I'm at the store. Got that NCAA football.
Oh yeah, Patriots taking for Arch. We're tanking for Arch.
Oh man,
2 straight years. You only got to take 1 year, but we're gonna do 2.
Just to make sure. And I saw today, so yours is the front runner for the Heisman going into the season?
That makes sense. I mean, it's weird because y'all lost every receiver, but y'all got some other guys on there coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Don't behave.
Same thing I was thinking, Lewis, man.
He said a Manning on that. I'll be mad. I'll be mad because y'all could have had Manning, but you ended up drafting my guy. Now you got to deal with that.
Oh, man, y'all have too much fun. So, Took, I know you ready. I know I'm ready.
I'm kind of shaking in my boots right now, man. About this off season, but
yeah, and y'all ain't do shit in the offseason. This is a weird pick to go last with. There ain't nothing to report.
It's not even because, it's not even because of like we didn't do nothing. It's just this is the ultimate gut feeling I still got from January, man. I'm still in January. The day after the loss. Every time we talk about the Cowboys, it's the day after the loss to me.
We lost yesterday. I hate it here.
Well, let's get ready to get in to our last division, which is the
NFC EAST. The NFC EAST.
the wonderful, the vaunted NFC East.
It's like Maybe one of those things.
The division with the most Super Bowl trophies, and they might be old. But they still count.
That's there.
Yeah, they got a full layer of dust on them bitches.
Giants still in the little. Giants is still like that furniture couch that you had in your aunt's house. You know, still wrapped in the plastic. But other than that, dusty ass trophies.
Eagles got what? When the last time the Skins won one? Yes, I called them the Skins. Fuck the Commanders.
When they play Buffalo, right? No.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Denver?
I got Buffalo played. And then Buffalo. No, you're right. It was Buffalo. Cause they played the NFC EAST 4 years in a row. 2 with Dallas, 1 with New York, 1 with Washington.
I'm trying to get this link, but it's not working.
So, first team that we talking about, that's Anthony's team, ain't it? And he Washington fan?
Anthony's team, Pat Mitty. You can't call him that other name no more. Take that. You know what I'm saying? Got a few Skin Commanders fans ahead.
Skin Commander sounds like
So gross.
a different lane. Like, that's wild.
So
Skin Commandos.
So for them, last year they finished 4-13, and they lost their last 8 games.
I'm racist using that skin name. Wait, what? Yeah, Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not. Because they said they didn't want it changed. I listened to the people.
Then they signed a petition to try to change it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. White people vetoed it, of course.
Virtue signaling, huh?
Mhm.
Hey, yo, I gotta don't ask me why. It was probably like an $8 hat, but it was a fire New Era Redskins hat. If anybody's a Redskins fan I want it, man, I will give it to you.
Does it come
It's
equipped
like
with
legend,
heartbreak?
Now with the coaching duo Rivera and Bieniemy, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, absolutely, Lewis, and that's the reason why the ship went sinking for those guys last year. Both coaches already on the hot seat after like week 6.
Yep.
One in Rivera that he needed the boot, and Bieniemy eventually, when I really look at it,
He got the
he needs
message.
the boot too. They just had bad coaches, which makes for a bad team. I don't know who can have a bad coach and be good.
They never really fired Bieniemy, did they? They just kind of just let him go.
I mean, they kind of just like, man, pack your bags, man. But
They left a nice cardboard box outside of his office, and everybody just walked away. And he took a hint, packed his shit, and left.
Y'all don't hear me though.
just removed his slide from the door with his name on it. Like, yeah, we'll take the name tag.
All that stuff. You had primetime defenders on your team. You let go. This was a Tringle franchise this season. In a year where you knew you was probably going to struggle, and you've been waiting for about a year for this day of the draft coming up Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
New organization, new people in the organization, a new organization that bought them, and the people, bunch of people that bought them. Everything's new over there. So, who's gonna want to step in the shiny new shoe? That's the question.
That's true.
One with
Now,
people.
as far as them, right now they sit with $43.7 million in cap space. So they still can sign some people. They've been very active. Got the new coach in, new coordinators, new
Bless his
ownership,
heart.
new GM. As far as the free agent moves that they've made, they've brought in quite a few. Dorrance Armstrong came in. Frankie Levu, Tyler Biadasz, Nick Allegretti, Austin Eckler. I forgot he came in from San Diego. From Chargers, LA Chargers.
First name I recognize.
Bobby Wagner's there now. Jeremy Reeves to re-sign. Marcus Mariota. He's floating around everywhere.
He try to play for every team.
Jeremy Chin, he was signed. Brandon McManus, Dante Fowler Jr., Michael Davis from the Chargers. Who else we got? I think that's pretty much it as far as like the notable names that they brought in. So they've got a lot of movement from there. How do y'all feel about the moves they made? First of all, starting with the coaching position, the head coaching position.
I mean, they started fresh and they started new. I'm happy for that. You know, I'm happy for it. So I don't really have a grade on the coach right now. Nobody does as a head coach, but it'll be interesting to see, man. You know, to scratch everything off from the name, the team name, to new management, to new coach, to possibly new quarterback.
Oh, definitely.
New everything.
Brought a great offensive coach over. Who'd they bring?
Did they bring Kingsbury?
I mean, I guess. Yeah, he's good as a coordinator, though.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he'll do good by the quarterback. You don't want him running your team.
We'll see. We'll see.
We know who the Commanders coach is.
No, head coach. We know who it is. We're saying it was offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Yeah, head coach now. Dan Quinn, he's going to come and make an immediate impact on defense. That's what he does.
Oh, so it's not. Wait, is Kingsbury?
Kingsbury's the offensive coordinator for the Commanders.
Oh, so he got that mixed up because I don't think he thinks Kingsbury's any good. He's okay. I think he'll be all right as a coordinator. As a head coach, oof.
Is he really a good offense coordinator?
I think. Oh, I don't know. We haven't seen him try it. I just think, but he's good at coaching offense. It wasn't like the Cardinals' offense sucked.
Because, well, I think the last time we saw him as a successful offensive coach was at A&M with Manziel. Because he didn't. No, he was all right at Tech as the head coach.
He had them airing it out, though.
He will air it out. I give him that. He's going to open it up. It's going to be. That's the part that kind of scares me a little bit. And as we get through this and review these teams, that even though that the teams are going towards that offensively, they're spreading them. A lot of five wide. They're airing the ball a lot. Everybody's already leaning towards that, but unfortunately, Dallas kind of seems like the old school. No, we're gonna run. Got to run back to run first of all, which we'll get into that in detail. But I definitely see the shift as far as with Philly bringing in Kellen Moore, what they've already doing offensively, and now Washington going the way that they're going with Kingsbury coming in. As far as guys that they lost this year, they did lose some big name people. Was it Chris Samuels left?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. I think we had talked about him.
He's easily replaced by the guy they had next up anyway, Johan Dotson.
Who else did they lose? They lost Kendall Fuller. Yeah. Antonio Gibson is with you all now in New England.
Bum.
Jacoby Brissett is gone. He's in New England as well.
Another bum.
Cody Barton, Sadiq Charles,
and then of course the two biggest names during the season last year. One of them, Sweat and Young.
Broken neck.
Neck. The neck man.
The neck man.
Who's got necks?
Bobby the neck man.
Bobby the neck man. Brutus the barber neck man.
So, what do you think? So, who do you think Washington takes because they're second overall pick?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think they take?
Daniel,
okay.
Yeah, I'll take Daniels. He fits, and because Kingsbury, that's in his lane too, like a mobile quarterback,
RPOs,
just like that. That's perfect for him. So, yeah, no. So I've heard the Daniel souring thing, but I've also heard basically that he's souring just because they didn't do an individual meeting. They brought him in and they did Top Golf with all of the rookies. And I think they got what they wanted out of it. They saw him kind of not get out of his shell because he didn't like that situation. So I think it's all a bad look for him. But the truth of the matter is this ain't free agency. He going to go wherever the fuck they draft him. He's not going to hold out. So if they want him and they draft him to be their starting quarterback, his only problem was he felt like that they didn't care like to do like the individual meetings. Maybe they weren't interested in him, but like, who cares? Nah.
Yeah.
You can't even really say that. Like this guy, I just want everybody to know he's just saying things right now to be funny because he has no idea. He hasn't watched a single college game. Not one.
So let me ask you this. So there's a little bit of smoke as far as Jaden Daniels and his team not wanting him to go to Washington. Jeremy Fowler from ESPN did report that he's talked to some people that says he's a little bit hesitant about coming to Washington. And his quote was, well, there's a little smoke there. So people I talked to with the Commanders and other teams, they do believe Daniels is the favorite to be the pick at number 2. Nothing set in stone, of course. It is the draft, but I'm talking to somebody close with Daniels that believes that he has at least openly wondered about his options. He has interest for playing for the Raiders, who picked 13th, and probably can't get high enough to pick him up.
Yeah, I mean, this is all. I guess maybe he's trying to start a fire that'll make them not draft him, but it's not gonna matter if they take him. He's there.
You know, as a fan of their opponent or division, I like the drama in it right off the bat.
Yeah,
bring it in. We need Washington to have some continued dysfunction, and I think like I said, Dan Quinn will come in. He's gonna make a difference on defense, but then after that, he's gonna show. I'm starting to believe that whole sentiment that he don't like linebackers because we did not have one anytime that he was here, and a lot of people say, well, he had what's my man name Warner. They say he had him, but then I saw he actually was there before Dan Quinn got there. So he got to build up there in the middle of it. So we'll see what happens. No, I'm not going to be a hater. Daryl said he was curious on where Bo Nix goes. We did a mock last week. Didn't we have Bo Nix going to New Orleans?
Yes.
Yeah. Y'all got Bo. Oh, not y'all. Bobby and them got Bo.
You got a Bo and you got a car.
But yeah, I mean, Lewis says Daniels is probably gonna drop. Yeah, I can see that. I can see it happening, especially with him yapping and then making a big deal about it.
Say no to Bo,
basically.
So I don't want to be a hater, and I know we got a lot of LSU fans in here. Washington got to get this right.
Yeah, they do.
And I know he balled out, put up some great numbers this year, but if you're talking about a guy that high and a one-hit wonder, well, I wouldn't say a one-hit wonder, one good year, you got to kind of look at it sideways on the production side of it. Is he going to be able to duplicate that, especially at the next level?
I mean, Burrow had one good year with 2 of the greatest receivers we've ever seen, and we were still like, yeah, he's nice. But yeah, it could go. I do think a lot of one read situations for him, a lot of one reads, which is a lot simplified. Not going to be that simple in the league. So I do have questions about Daniels, but he is a great talent.
For me, and I ain't trying to throw pile on top of the guy, but the recent 2-time MVP. The athleticism is there. You can move about, but my thing is, can you make the proper adjustments that you need if they take away your strength? What else do you have in your toolbox? Can you stand in the pocket to deliver? Can you understand a certain down and distance and make the right reads and plays?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
There's a lot of guys who generally have, and that was always the knock of certain demographics coming in back in the day playing quarterback, is they rely too much on the athleticism, but being poised enough to just sit in there. That's why I like with Michael Vick about time he got to Philly, even though he had been out of the game because being incarcerated and stuff like that. But you can tell that he took his game to another level. That's a testament to Andy Reid, and it's a testament to Vick taking to the coaching and adding that to his repertoire. So my thing is, I hope he don't just throw him out to the fire. we talked about Zach Wilson earlier. Not saying it's not even close to the same talent level, but making sure if this is your franchise quarterback, everybody, you can't just throw out into the swimming pool and think they're going to just swim. Some of these guys, you got to put them in a position to be successful, a la Aaron Rodgers, a la Love.
Mahomes.
Yeah. Those guys sat, behind some great veterans, and they came in, when they had their number called, they was ready to roll.
Daniels might be better suited on a team like that where he can sit for a little while. And Washington is not that team.
They're not gonna have the patience for it. New ownership. Yeah, I gotta sell these tickets.
Yeah.
Head coach. He's probably itching to get back that the 28-3 was just an anomaly. And I can make this happen. No, it's a lot of stuff other than Daniels himself involved in this equation.
Yeah.
Anthony, what you think?
Ant's excited for this year. Be excited to be a Skin Commander fan.
So we'll see how they go. That's Washington. Ain't gonna spend too much more time on them. Just a lot of changes there. Maybe they can bring back to some prominence. I hope not at my team's expense, but good luck to them.
Don't hate me, man. Don't hate me.
Yeah, that would make sense. Daniels to Atlanta, let him chill behind Kirk.
Yeah. That part, because Kirk's probably going to see maybe 2, maybe 3 years of that deal tops.
2. Yeah.
So
I'll be shocked if he goes to 3rd year.
That's true. So that's Washington. Next up, we got the New York Football Giants.
You like that?
You like that?
New York, they finished. Where they finished last year? They finished 6-11, 1 year removed from making the playoffs. 6-11 on a 1-game winning streak to end the season. They lost Saquon. That's a big one. Jones is coming back right now. As of right now.
Dan Waller's close to retirement. And he wants to retire.
I thought it was going to work out for them. When they signed him, I was actually kind of low-key excited that they got him. Because I didn't know where they're going to get their, productivity from a receiving standpoint. And I don't think they've still addressed it, really. As far as, who Jones is throwing to. I still think they make the mistake giving Jones the money. But what can you do when you don't know who your second caller is going to be?
I mean, the alternative to giving him the money was basically just to tag him for 1 more year, which is basically then you'd be in the same position again the following season.
Right.
So they just the only thing they did with that was piss off Saquon.
New York Giants, man. Hey, man.
Giants.
When they went to the playoffs and they won that game against the Vikings, and we kind of tried to see where they would go last year, we kind of was like, they're definitely gonna fall. They're definitely not gonna be that team next year. We knew that. We didn't know all this extra stuff was gonna happen though. We didn't know Daniel Jones was gonna break his neck 40 million times after he signed the money. We figured that they would be decent because they went, got some offensive pieces. They've been trying to collect the defense overall. The defense was a bit better last year. They added some pieces this offseason. Now your QB's whack now. Now you're in a bad situation for another year or something where you got to deal with the situation, man. You just hope that Daniel can stay up and not hurt himself again, man, because the neck, that's different, man. Like injuries, okay, the knee, ankle, shoulder maybe. The neck for a QB, you gotta look this way, that way, all that. Oh yeah, definitely something that's dangerous on this to me.
So, I mentioned that they lost Saquon. They lost Xavier McKinney at safety. They lost Tyrod Taylor. Whatever. They brought in Drew Lock. They brought in John. Oh, so that's what Johnny Runyon went. Okay, he's in New York as well. They signed Jordan Phillips from Buffalo. They lost Jihad Ward to Minnesota. They brought in Jalen Mills from New England.
Bum.
He laughed. Miles Boykin from Pittsburgh. That's pretty much about as far as the names the recognizable names.
And they traded for Burns from the Panthers, correct?
Let's see.
Oh, they went out and got Burns. Yeah, that's true.
What'd he get money wise?
All of it.
I don't see him on here.
Really?
They traded for him though, didn't they?
Yeah, they traded for him.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's why he's not on here. It's the free agent listing. Gotcha.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So from a salary standpoint, they are at $6.2 million salary cap.
How y'all broke and still got no team? That don't make no sense.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh man.
Like I get it. Like I expect the Eagles to have like 3 million on cap. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Or be over the cap. Because they got mad talent. Like, where the fuck are they spending the money?
Yeah.
In New York.
I think New York, you know who their highest cap hit is?
Him.
Yep.
Of course it is. No, that wasn't even a question. The real question is like where the draft really starts. Where's the start? The start second, but who's the second highest on the team? That's where it really starts.
Andrew Thomas, $23.2 million cap hit.
Who?
Ain't that like a tackle or something?
Yeah, left tackle.
Yeah, hold on. You're paying the wrong homies.
I'm tripping. You know how I feel about Dak. No, I'm lukewarm with him because I apologized a couple of weeks ago, but I still got one foot out the door. But the flack that he's getting for what he's making, it's astounding that Daniel Jones is a $47.8 million cap hit.
Yeah, but like, you know, it's supply and demand. Like they have no supply for quarterbacks. They needed a quarterback, so he met the demand. I understand though. It's crazy that he's making that much, but you can't name 3 other people on the team, so obviously he needs to be paid. Like
that means the star of the team.
But looking at his contract,
they're paying him
on after this year.
Yeah, because then they can get out of it. And they did it that way. They did it that way, so they only have to eat like 2 of those. That's why it was even though it's a 4-year deal, it was never a 4-year deal unless he became amazing.
That's why
even then they would have restructured.
Up
yeah, so they're paying a bunch of background actors on that team. It's crazy. Yeah, they're backup dancers.
Oh man, that's gross. This team looks pretty gross, man.
My man Tiki Barber about to hit Tiki Barber all season.
Bump Tiki Barber.
Yo, did you see Saquon finally talk about that shit?
You're dead to me.
So when Saquon talked about it, he was just like, "Yo, bro, like, I don't even understand. Like, you're a running back, right? Like, you was a running back." He was just like, "You can tell. It's obvious that we're underpaid. Why would you even do that for the fraternity of running backs? Why would you not look out?" And I was like, "Yeah, that makes sense, bro. Like, that's just crazy."
He's a crap guy anyway.
Tiki's an uncle.
Ain't Tiki the one that left his pregnant wife?
Yeah, Tiki's an uncle, bro. He's an uncle.
After a book dancing.
Nah, like
so wait. So Tiki was being funny by that? I don't know. He seemed heartbroken. If he really was being funny, then I'm sorry, Tiki, but you always seemed a little funny in the light.
Nah, Tiki was heated. Because Saquon had mentioned too that dude, he never even came around the facility, never even came show love, nothing.
Tiki is the evil twin, yeah, for sure.
We like Rondé. We like
Rondé is a pick 6 waiting to happen.
True that.
Tiki Torch. Hey, not your best work, Daryl. But
Now, just to put something into perspective, they keep track of how teams are performing throughout time. And as far as the last 5 years, their draft analysis, the Giants rank last. Their drafting on the last 5 years, in addition to poor offensive line output and injuries, is why they're ranked last. So,
funny way to say suck.
Say again.
It's a funny ass way to say they suck.
Yeah.
We're looking at all the teams in the NFL. Are the Giants the worst team in the NFL?
No, still the Panthers.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
Still the Panthers.
Oh, I take that back. The Giants are not last. My bad. You know what? We're gonna take a stab at this list I just came across. We like lists on here. We're wrapping up everything to see, and it pertains to the draft. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good part. So
intrigued.
That's the Giants. Anybody got anything to add on the Giants? There's not much there. It's the Giants. Coach is lackluster.
We can spend an hour
on the team.
Yeah.
Now the team in our division that's always moving and shaking. I don't know where they get all this money from, but hey, I gotta give it to them. They make moves, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles, not the Philadelphia Eagles. As of right now,
they should have been last.
Say again.
They should have been last.
Talk about it. Quit rattling cages. So last time we saw the Philadelphia Eagles, they finished up the season 11-6 on a 2-game losing streak, and if I'm not mistaken, they choked towards the end. They choked the divisional way for sure. Then I think they lost 4 out of their last
5.
5 out of the last 7 games.
They reversed down a one-way into the playoffs.
After being the number 1 team for most of the season in the first part of the season. What do y'all think happened? I got an idea.
Y'all know what I'm saying.
Huh?
Y'all already know what I'm saying.
I think
Hurts ain't that guy.
Hurts ain't that guy. And I think this is the same thing that's going to hurt them again this year. You made a change on both sides of the ball for coordinators in 1 year.
Teams realized they were only running 5 plays. He's not wrong.
Retired, who was the heartbeat of the offensive line. I think AJ Brown is unhappy. I think we had mentioned here we wouldn't be surprised if there is a draft day trade for him somewhere.
I can see it.
Listen here, they gave Devontae Smith some extra cash, and I heard today, I seen Ocho Cinco said that Devontae, I don't know how stocky he looks now, but he's got a little bulkier, in the gym. So maybe this is a different direction. I'm just saying, maybe getting rid of AJ Brown, you just think that this man's just become the ascending guy.
We already seen that though. It's a reason they went out and got AJ Brown, because that Devontae to me, he's definitely a number 2. He's a solid number 2. He ain't no number 1.
He could put on 30 pounds and still be 30 pounds underweight.
So Philadelphia right now, we just talked about they signed all them people and everything, right? How the hell do they still have $29.3 million available?
They got that good plug up in Philly.
They got a better bookie than we got.
Uh-huh.
You know who their highest cap hit is this year? Lane Johnson at $15.8 million.
That makes sense. So when they got AJ, they locked him up on the first deal. Like that was his first real deal after being a rookie. Devontae's still on the rookie deal.
Yep.
Hurts get paid yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
but it's backloaded.
Backloaded. because why wouldn't you? Right. And when they get to that backloaded year, they're going to restructure again and backload it again. So they'll just keep moving the money back until they ended up paying it again.
They got it. I didn't realize his contract was that long.
Cascading.
It's his contract as far as the guaranteed money. It's all the way up until 2028.
Oh yeah, they knew what they was doing.
Then they can okay, I see what they did for 2029 when he's 31 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He stands to be a $97.5 million cap hit, but there's no dead money. So they put all the money towards the end. I see how they did it.
And they can either restructure when that moment comes, or just cut him and not have the dead money like that.
Yep, genius.
They knew what he was, and I think everybody needs to pay attention to that. If you pay attention to how that contract works, they know what he is and what he isn't. Judging on that, you don't do that if you believe the guy really is the truth. Because you know, like, all right, that doesn't really happen with Brady's contract. They would restructure them, yeah, but they wouldn't completely backload him like that. He would get some bonus.
He's a $13.5 million cap hit this year.
That's beautiful.
It is.
It's well done. They're running a class, a master class in how to work a salary cap. Now they just got to win now. That's all.
But 32.1 million of it is guaranteed money as far as the cash advance.
Talk about
but most of his money is in bonus. Another Purdy, yeah. So yeah, but last year he was a turnover machine. It peaked a little bit 2 years ago, but last year was in full effect.
He's also hurt for most of the year, but
yeah.
But yeah, I agree. You gotta. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be the nature of the business if you're like running a bunch as a quarterback. He doesn't run too much, but he still runs more than most guys.
Yeah, and I don't notice him sliding properly or getting out of bounds like he needs to. You know, he goes into a slide, but he comes up gimpy sometimes.
He's
Somebody show him how to slide.
Tough kid, though.
He is.
He's what people thought Purdy was. I get what you mean. In terms of people thought Purdy was overrated. And really, he's overrated a little bit. But I still think he could be good, though. You're just limited to what you can do at certain times. But I think having Saquon changes that. Because now you can just turn around.
Yeah, they added Saquon
30 times if you want to.
You mentioned that, you know what I'm saying? Pick some extra blankets, you know what I'm saying? Over you know what I'm saying? Make you feel warm, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's always whack and trash, but we know what you are, and you know what you are. But at the end of the day, man, you're reaping everything, you know what I'm saying, of an NFL player, man. So, you know, it's going to be interesting too, man. Saquon, man, stay healthy.
It's too much different. Pro Bowl or not, this is probably the first real workhorse back he's had, though.
Does this talk about Purdy makes Cam's analysis make sense?
I looked at the Cam pod he did the other night with Shannon, and he explained he went into a little bit more detail, and I kind of understood of it. So I don't think it was as much of an insult as people took it, calling them game managers, but he used it to the point of the game. I think he said it was 5 quarterbacks that are not game managers. It was Mahomes, it was Allen, it was Burrow. I forgot who the other 2 were. And he kind of put everybody else, like the second tier players, as the game managers. And he equated it to those other guys that he said who were like true franchise like quarterbacks, not the game managers as he described. That those guys are the ones that if you take away something from them, they can beat you with something else. They understand how to compartmentalize everything and be able to say, like, if you take away, my short routes this week, I'm gonna hit you deep. Or if you go up, he can get to the line of scrimmage. He can see what you're doing ahead of time. He can make adjustments as he needs. Throws the defense off. He has as much control as the game as the defense does from their side of the ball as well.
which means they also have to be good enough to even have the autonomy to do that from the coach.
For that.
Because you might have the ability to read something and see the difference. You're not on that type of time with your team. You can't change a play. You can't call. Not every quarterback is allowed or audible as they please because they don't even know the playbook well enough or know what they're seeing. So most guys don't get to do that. So the fact that you can change at the line means you're also allowed to change at the line.
That's
so
true.
I think in that case, when you break it down like that, Cam makes a little more sense of what he's saying. And he's basically just being like, yo, there's only really 5 good quarterbacks and everybody else is a product of this system and surroundings. I can't really say that that's wrong. Now, in a general sense, I don't always listen to Cam, but I do think he has some merit, especially with that statement. I think if he said it like that, then that checks out. That's a fair assessment of the situation.
I would agree with everything you just said, Mr. Will. So I'm looking at everybody that Philly signed
Number
to.
one hater.
They brought in Bryce Huff, Saquon we talked about. They brought back Gardner Johnson. They brought in Devin White. They got the center Matt Hennessy. They brought him in from Atlanta. So they brought in some game changers. Now they did lose Devontae Parker.
It's a fax machine. That's hilarious.
But you know what? I'm looking at them. One thing that they are going to have an issue with, I think, just me, don't thinking out loud, is their whole season is going to rely on the health of Hurts. And as he's shown, he struggles with that at times.
Well, I mean, you run 30 to 40 tush pushes, you're going to come up gimpy sometimes.
Because you know who their backups are?
It used to be Mariota, wasn't it? Who's it now?
It's Kenny Pickett.
Oh, that's fun. That's right.
And Will Greer.
Oh, let the games begin.
Now, they're very top heavy, which is why once they start having injuries and stuff, they struggle mightily.
Yeah, their depth is suspect.
Well, they need to evolve that offense. It damn sure ain't Kellen Moore. He going to chunk it about 50, 60 times a game.
I thought it was a unique pairing to
Put him and Hurts.
To hire him and then sign Barkley. It's like those two things are not like unless you're gonna throw to him nonstop out of the backfield, which he can do. That's one way to get him in space, but as a running back for a guy who does not like to run the ball.
I don't know about, is he gonna have I'm not saying he don't have the intellect to do it, but most people are creatures of habit. He come here trying to run the same offense. Dallas's defense personnel knows that offense. And will he be able to make adjustments?
Yeah, but y'all still got to overcome Dak.
In spite of
each game. Yeah. Probably not the best move. Y'all definitely know his style. He'll probably make something up. Or he won't. And you'll beat them easily.
Is Kelsey a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
I agree.
He gonna chug his way to the Hall of Fame.
Yes, he is. As he should.
Okay.
Having Sirianni as the head coach, though, will they run his offense or Moore's? I think it's going to be Moore's play calling, but overall, it's going to be Sirianni's playbook.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I think this. I mean, we still questioning the signing of Moore, but at the same time, the way Sirianni had that offense looking, I mean, I think that will be the case. I think they think that Moore's offense is a little better, but we'll find out and see, man.
Well, you got to remember when he departed here, he departed because there was a difference in philosophy. And it didn't seem like he was willing to try to work with McCarthy on his offense. So he went out to San Diego. He's one and done out there. Yeah, the coach got fired or whatever the case may be. But we saw, he even went out there, even before he got fired, the offense was anemic. So, has he learned anything? Time will tell. We'll see. But third team in as many years says a lot.
Not ideal.
And then to think I'm not trying to be a Philly hater by all means, but just other than the players coming in and them meshing together, it's coaching staff. Sirianni's already shown down when to me he's a front runner as far as a head coach. When it gets rough, he starts to show his character flaws, and I think he's going to be on the hot seat this year. They're signing all this talent. They're putting all these investments into this team. They're going to need some results. And last year it was just a total meltdown towards the end. Looked like he was having a nervous breakdown out there.
He definitely was in panic mode for like the back half of the season.
Yeah, he is a weirdo. Yeah, he played with him. He played by himself on the playground as a kid.
Okay,
I changed it. I almost said something.
It was getting dark. I got tunnel vision out of nowhere.
Well, with that being said, though, it's time to talk about the real team in this division.
Yeah.
Shout outs. You got shout outs, anybody?
You.
We got any shout outs?
About them damn Dallas Cowboys.
Later, folks.
So, 2. I know how passionate you are about our team, brother.
Lord knows why.
Because I am.
He's a believer, man. He's a believer.
I believe.
So,
I still
2.
believe in Santa Claus.
So how you feeling about it? Now, obviously, we haven't signed anybody. We have $5.7 million of cap space right now.
I think
free agents, we've lost way more than we've signed. I think we signed like 2, maybe 3 people, and they're just like backfield.
I was just last topic at nothing burger.
I just think the road is going through construction right now. Now, if you live in a city or a state where your city has road construction, you kind of know how that feels. You kind of know how that is. Traffic, delays, you gotta scoot your wheels, you know what I'm saying? Like you in a low rider. That's exactly what Dallas is right now, man. You don't know. When that road's finally constructed, how we gonna be? You got a quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Maybe gone at the end of the year. Got a coach, should be gone at the end of the year. Should have been gone last year. You got Michael and you got CD, but at the same time, you got to sign those guys soon. Well, one of those 2 guys are going to be the new guy in Dallas if they're not already. This smells like rebuild to me so much. As a Cowboys fan, I don't want to think that, but I think this is a rebuild, and I feel like, no lie, we were on the rebuild with Romo, I feel. During his last few years, he kept getting injured. I feel like at that time, kind of, do that. They ended up getting Dak and Zeke, and you kind of didn't have to. I feel like at some point, you're going to have to. You have to rebuild.
So that says, do you believe in leprechauns too? Because the only way you see Dallas win this year is imagining it. That's from me.
Absolutely not. I just have less belief this year that they're actually going to win. I feel like I always say this about situations, teams, whatever. There's always a window. The window stays open because of people like the Eagles, sucking the last 6 games of the season. The window stays open. The window's dimming down, man. It's starting to close. I'm seeing it right now. And as a Cowboys fan, it sucks I even got to say this because I'm always on the high with my guys. I've had reason to be on the high with my guys, except for in January when we lose. But overall, man, this is disgusting, man. This is nasty work right here.
Lewis says fire McCarthy. I agree. But I think it's kind of hard. The guy has won 12 games 3 years in a row, but he's choked mightily in the playoffs. Not just we was close and we just lost the game. Nah, you choked.
So 12 games, 3 years in a row, correct?
Yep.
It means y'all did not improve once.
It's true. No, we got worse. Because we competed in the first game we played San Fran. Probably should have won the second game when we lost them on the road. But then that Green Bay playoff game, that was a shellacking.
I feel like I'll say, and we never improved offensively. It's crazy because I always say it, man. We have one side of the ball playing great, the other side not playing good. It always ends like that. And then now we get a defense that can sustain. The offense sucks. We need and Bobby's question. Bobby said a complete rebuild or a partial, because I feel like it's on one side of the football.
Yeah, it is.
That's on the offensive side of the ball.
So hardly offense.
The offensive side of the ball, like, like people were shouting Brandon Cooks last year and all that, but we didn't improve. Like we had, Ferguson, shout out to him. He had a decent year.
I believe in the thing called love. I believe in Steve Harvey's hair not being fake in the 90s. I believe that Biggie wasn't really cockeyed. He just always kept an eye on Diddy. But I'll never believe in them Cowboys.
It's just wild, man. And then you go into the no draft picks.
Well done, brother.
No free agent signings. I think we made 3, you said. It's right. Yeah, right now it just feels like Jerry and them is keeping their money in their pocket for a later expense. And yeah, this is gonna get a partial makeover.
For plastic surgery
this season.
Yeah. I think y'all be fine.
Now, the one thing I do like, but I think it's pretty accurate. I think they go offensive line in the first round. I think they go tackle. I think they go running back in the second round. And if he's there, I think they're going to go with Brooks. Jonathan Brooks, which makes sense with Dallas and their history with second-round draft picks. A lot of potential, a lot of upside, coming in off of an injury. We love it for second-round draft picks.
Crazy how fast the Texans leapfrog the Cowboys. I mean, we'll call it a leapfrog this year if they can have continued success, which they should. So it should be a leapfrog, but I won't go in a leapfrog told place right now.
Now, two, I got some hope for you, brother. Follow me now. We don't have a lot of draft picks this year. We haven't signed anybody.
Not starting out good.
But there's 6 guys that you might have forgot that were on the team that haven't really made a debut yet.
Overshawn
is one. Fihoko is out there, defensive end. Montavious Bryant is still with the team. He's a little longer than 2, but he might be able to give you something better than what Gallup was getting you.
Montavious is on the team?
He's back on the team.
Yeah, him like 14, 15, I think.
That's news.
Hold on. Jerry, I would call it Jerry feeding the children.
That was 50 cents a day for sure. That was definitely 50 cents a day. That's what that was. It's a Make-A-Wish kid.
David Durden, which also makes sense why they let Gallup go. He got hurt during the offseason. I mean, during the preseason last year. He was having a great camp. He had a lot of splash plays. So he's coming back.
I feel like you started this bullet point with the word hope.
It was hope. It's hope.
Okay. I hope.
So far, Overshawn is like the shining member of your hope squad.
He named no. We named one offensive player, which I like that. Hopefully that guy can come in. And
I mean, the name Martavis Bryant was evoked, is all I'm saying.
I mean, real. Dallas kind of has like this weird, like, and I mean, the last time they really like went at it, they used to go splash at wide receivers. Like they used to be a team that will go after.
He got burned. He got burned by the Joey Galloway trade. He got burned by the Roy Williams trade.
And then that started to happen. And then
They ain't gunshot.
But we just go study. We don't kind of go at a guy. Like, we'll try to develop a guy that we go draft. We'll try to do a development. And I think, like, we got CD. That was good. That ended up good. Yeah. He got a lot of makeup on his offensive side, man. I can't be a believer, man. We can't pound CD. CD's a great receiver, but we can't pound him the ball every time. That's not like he's a guy that with the offense is in the triangle and is clicking at all acutes, then CD's gonna have a nice game. But if it's just CD and CD's the game plan, we're not gonna win. We're not gonna win.
That's true.
And I've always said that about CD since he came in the league. Like, yeah, he's gonna be.
I don't think it's a CD problem though. I don't think any.
No, it's not a CD problem at all. No.
Yeah, right. I don't think there's any receiver you could just do that with, aside from like maybe Julio Jones and Calvin Johnson.
No. I think right. I feel like Dallas values, and they value this guy that they got in the top in the top position in the draft.
He's a top 5. He's top 5 wide open in the league right now.
But then they go over the head sometimes, like you ain't gotta sign nobody else to counter with them. You know?
Yeah, you got to put somebody on the other side. I mean, they try with Cooks and stuff like that, but it ain't. They got to go get. I don't know. I don't really know what they need.
I'm not hating on CD. No, no. Don't take it as hate to CD. It's just more to our team. It's more to our team. Like, he's not T.O. He's not T.O. and can do that type of shit. Like, when they got T.O., he can do that type of shit. But he's not being serious. Oh, I'm gonna hate him. Trade him to a team that will really care about him in Indy, the Colts. I'm talking about the Colts. Yeah, man. Nah, we ain't trading with the Colts. We don't want to do no trades with them. Man.
And I got another name for you. If he can stop being a bonehead too, I think he can contribute. Sam Williams.
Indeed.
So
he was a lot.
That's the problem that they had is they've drafted so well the last few years that there's a log jam in positions. Defensive end, for instance.
Oh, that's the problem.
Well, on the defensive side of the ball, it was. They have all these defensive ends.
I can see defensively that'd be the problem.
Offense that made one critical mistake.
Yeah. Like,
they didn't get a bell cow running back.
Oh, damn. Sorry.
Well, you get your bell cow running back, take the ball out of Dak's hands like that.
Them trying to move forward and just hoping Pollard would become a Zeke was stupid.
Bad move. That's that ego shit we was talking about.
No, this is gonna tell a lot. I can't wait the first Sunday of the season to see who our starting running back is. I cannot wait for this.
Deuce Vaughn.
I'll be real. That little midget. I got some praise in him. If he's the star running back, I can see a little light. Not for long, but I can see him being a little engine that could for the first 4 or 5 games of the season.
The little engine that could tank, yes, absolutely.
But that'll be interesting though. But I don't want him as the starting running back. But it'd be interesting to see. But I wonder who is going to be the starting running back going into week 1. It's going to be crazy. So we need a running game. When we have a running game, everything else speaks for itself.
Took, I got one more name for you too to watch out for this year. Darrell Johnson.
Not familiar with that.
That's right, because he's been on the bench. Plays defensive end.
Too many. We got defensive studs, man. We need to trade somebody. We need an offensive guy. We need to make a trade in the draft at late something. Go get somebody late. A late offensive talent that nobody's looking at. You know what I'm saying? If the Patriots can go get Tom Brady with the 6th round pick at quarterback, we can go in the 5th, 6th, 7th round and go get us a star running back of the future. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Give us something, man. You know what I'm saying? Give us a 7th round starting running back.
Not how that works.
Hold on. And then Jerry would be happy as shit because we're going to pay this man $1.75 thousand, you know, on the scale. And then they like Jalen Hurts on the back end. But listen here. Ah, man, it sucks.
So that's our Dallas Cowboys look. Obviously, we're getting close to our draft that's coming up, starting Thursday night at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll come back and hit you with our last mock draft of the 2024 off season by yours truly, the list master himself, Chili Will. We'll be back in about 15-20.
You know, no one will.
Join STWF TV for the draft, hosted by The Parlay. Enjoy the fun and join in the conversation.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
Hose water.
Where the hose at?
All right. So before we get into our draft, our last mock draft of 2024, Bobby love that hose water.
Bobby let a hose. No.
So I'm looking here. We're going to look at the top 5 and the bottom 5 of the last 5 years. I was talking about it earlier in draft picks, right? We'll start at the bottom. The bottom 5 in drafts, the last 5 years. It is now at number 32, the New Orleans Saints. One Pro Bowler in the last 5 years.
They suck.
Best pick, Eric McCoy, 2019 second round. Worst pick, Peyton Turner, 2021 first round. Then it said the Saints finished in the basement for the second straight year in our rankings. Chris Olave is a potential star, but there is not much else from these draft classes that would generate excitement. The 27 draft picks are the fewest over this 5-year span.
Yeah, it's rough.
You don't have that many, and you're drafting bad.
Just out here tanking.
So back 2 years in a row, number 32. Number 31, last year, number 25, the Chicago Bears. One Pro Bowler. Best pick was Jalen Johnson, 2020 second round pick. Worst pick, you know how I feel about this, Justin Fields, 2021 first round. Now, and the reason why I don't know about that, because the opening statement, the Bears are about to draft the third quarterback in the first round in the last 8 years. That is a sign that things are not going well. Fields had his moment in Chicago, but it's a massive bust if you're giving up on a first-round quarterback after 3 seasons. What have they put around any of those quarterbacks to be successful?
Pretty much nothing.
Number 30 this year, last year, number 11, one Pro Bowler, the Miami Dolphins. Best pick, Tua Tagovailoa, whatever his name is.
Tua Tagovailoa.
There you go. That guy right there. 2020 first-round pick. Worst pick, Noah Ibnahi.
Yep, Noah.
Oh, Igbinohe, some bullshit.
Igbenogini, something like that. 2020 first-round pick. The Dolphins have only had 32 picks, the second lowest over the last 5 years. They are another team that spent on free agents and made trades for veterans in an attempt to go all in with Tua. The moves have paid dividends in the regular season, but not in the postseason so far. Number 29, last year, number 10, big drop-off. The Cleveland Browns. Best pick, Owusu Karoma, 2021 second-round pick. Worst pick, Greedy Williams, 2019 second-round pick.
Unfortunate. I thought Greedy was going to be good.
Cleveland has loaded up on veterans through trades and free agency, but there is not much homegrown talent in the starting lineup. It will be interesting to see if the Browns can build a winner around Deshaun Watson through these avenues.
Well, that's the reason why you ain't got no picks.
Yep.
Yeah. But apparently, even when they get them, they suck at doing it, so it doesn't matter. That's why they traded them all. They're like, we're terrible with these things. See what you can do.
Let's go get a star.
Yeah, let's get a player.
Now, the number 28, the last one of the bottom 5. 28, previously number 30, the Arizona Cardinals. They improved by 2. Pro Bowlers 1. Best pick is Kyler Murray in 2019 first round. Worst pick, Isaiah Simmons, 2020 first round.
I liked him too.
Arizona in the early stages of a rebuild after years of bad drafting. Murray has played well when he is healthy, but he has missed time in each of the last 3 seasons. The Cards need to stack some talent from the draft classes to turn this team around in a tough NFC West.
Yeah, they play in the toughest division in football, man. It's only gonna get tougher.
And the top 5, it was interesting. They had Houston right behind that one too. See the top 5. Top 5. This is funny. Number 5 last year, previously number 22, with 3 Pro Bowlers, the New York Jets. Best pick, Sauce Gardner, 2022 first round.
Easily.
Worst pick, Zach Wilson, 2021 first round.
Also easily.
The Jets had one of the best classes of the last 5 years in 2022, landing Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Jermaine Johnson, and Breece Hall.
Yeah.
That class elevates this ranking to the top 5 after years of the Jets being in the 20s. Quinnen Williams, the top pick in 2019, is also a top tier player that helps cover up mistakes like Zach Wilson and Becton in the first round. Number 4, previously number 8, with 8 Pro Bowlers, the Detroit Lions.
It's doing the last 5 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they've had a lot of great picks in the last 5 years.
Best pick, Amon-Ra St. Brown,
yeah,
2021 fourth round. Worst pick, Jeff Okudah.
Okudah, yeah. Fuck
2021 first round.
They really needed a corner, too. He was supposed to be the guy.
They said the Lions did not reach the NFC title game by accident. They have been piling up good picks in recent years, and the talent was on display in the playoffs. It took heat for last year's draft class, and they ended up with 2 Pro Bowlers, Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta. Aiden Hutchinson, the top pick in 2022, and Penei Sewell, the top pick in 2021, are both cornerstones to build around. Yep. Hutchinson's is a beast, man.
Savage. So is Penei Sewell, though.
He is.
They're really both just giant men who move other men for a living.
I agree with you 1,000%. Number 3, last year, number 3, the San Francisco 49ers. They got 4 Pro Bowlers. Best pick, Nick Bosa, 2019 first round.
Worst pick, Trey
Lance, 2021 first round. The 49ers have been excellent drafters with John Lynch at GM. If Brock Purdy, the last pick in the 2022 draft, winds up being the long-term answer quarterback, it would go down as one of the best picks ever. It also would make people forget the biggest draft blunder, taking Lance with the number 3 overall pick in 2021.
Which we can still trace those picks. What they gave up is ridiculous, considering they didn't even play the guy.
That's true. Number 2, previously number 4. 2, your Dallas Cowboys. 8 Pro. Best pick, Michael Parsons, 2021 first round. Worst pick, and I agree wholeheartedly, Tristan Hill, 2019 second round. Dallas has accumulated a lot of talent through the draft. That is why it is now faced with some tough contract decisions. Parsons and CeeDee Lamb are 2 of the best picks in the last 5 years. Trevon Diggs, Tony Pollard, Tyler Biadasz, Tyler Smith, and DeRon Bland are also good picks. The Cowboys have won a lot of games during this period, but postseason success has not followed. In the top team, number 1 this year and number 1 last year. Any guesses?
Packers?
Eagles?
Nope. Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, yeah. I guess they draft well.
5 Pro Bowlers. Best pick, Kyle Hamilton, 2022 first round. Worst pick, Rashad Bateman, 2021 first round.
That bust.
The Ravens take the crown for the second straight year in our rankings. I thought they might slide this year because the Lamar Jackson draft came off the books. But GM Eric DeCosta continues to draft extremely well. Patrick Queen, Justin Mutabiaki, Kyle Hamilton, and Tyler Linderbaum all look like star players, and Zay Flowers showed a lot of potential as a rookie last year.
We ain't heard nothing about that case with Zay Flowers, so he should be okay for next season coming in.
Right.
Unless we hear it in June, July.
And at worst, he'll probably get suspended 2 to 4 games. Same thing for Sidney Rice. I'm not Sidney Rice. Sidney Rice. Remember Sidney Rice?
I remember Sidney Rice. Hell yeah, I remember
Sidney Rice. Sidney Rice had that. The only time he was good was with Brett Favre, basically. Brett Favre had him balling though.
So, I'll say this: while our Cowboys don't have a lot of draft picks, we have not had any success. Imagine how bad it would have been if Will McClay wasn't here.
So listen here, it would be worse. It'd be crazy, man. That we even have a team that we can sit on. Like I said, man, I don't really pay in throughout the drafts. I know we can draft well. This year, this is gonna be different because what we need, we gotta wait to go draft it. It's gonna be terrible. And we ain't spending no first round pick on a running back that ain't first round worthy. So we're gonna be hunting in those middle rounds for something, man. And some offensive help on the line and such like that, man. To keep. If we can touch up the offensive side, man, then I'll feel a little better about us.
And that is our look at the draft classes. To good segue for Will. What you got for us on our mock draft this week?
Before I go, Marjo, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
What 2 players realistically could y'all add to make y'all team really contenders?
Dallas, particularly.
Mm-hmm.
The exact names or positions?
Do both. Start off with position.
For me, I say the left tackle and running back.
So that other receiver spot you're not as worried about?
Nah, because they got a couple of younger guys on there, and I think the steady improvement of Ferguson at the tight end position helps him out tremendously. I think he's gonna ball out this year too. He got some dog in him.
I say receiver, running back, but the tackle definitely. And what Will said with the receiver is, yeah, we when they went to go get Brandon Cooks last year, it was smart ideally to go try to get a veteran guy, but I just didn't think Cooks was the guy. So I don't know who's around at this point, but like that would be my ideal, like a guy that's proven that he can get there and is an ideal second man to CD. And then obviously fucking I don't know who. Man, listen here. At this point, man, I can go running back for the Cowboys, man. No boy.
Will, you know what?
I think a big problem is philosophy too.
I was thinking about something. I agree with two at the running back position. I want, instead of the tackle, linebacker. This team is weak in the middle of the field. They can't run when they have to. They can't stop the run when they need to. To be honest, while he's exciting out there, I think again Mike will be more efficient if he was playing at the linebacker position. Because I think, as far as, even though I would hate to slide Tyler Smith out there, because I think he's the best. I think he's one of the best left guards in the league right now. But he can show he can play tackle, and they got a couple of guys on there who can be serviceable at the guard position. But I think it's more leaning towards the running back and the linebacker spot.
All right. My team is quarterback and receiver, obviously.
That's a good combination to come in, though. You can grab that on day one and round 2 or 3 on day 2.
Hopefully,
you get the 2 starters.
I like when we did the drive, but we had a chance on Marvin with Penix in the second round. But speaking of which, let's get to it.
Which I think is feasible.
I think it's doable. I do hear that a lot of the experts do not believe that Penix will make it to our second pick. But they do see that him being there long enough for us to have time to decide to trade up to get him in the back half of the second, which is very possible. So that way it could be done.
Okay.
But I think with the way Minnesota's been aggressive, as well as the Raiders have been aggressive from what we're hearing in terms of talks, I don't think that all the quarterbacks make it to the second round. Like some of those quarterbacks, Bo Nix might not even make it. I'm hearing that it might be 6 guys who go in the first 35 to 36 picks. But we'll see how it plays out. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're going to be realistic. All right, since you're here, we'll definitely do the Saints. The division we did today was this bum ass division. So let's pick them. Who else? There's one more. Where is it? There. All right. Who else we got in the chat? We'll Lewis was here. I don't know if he still is, so we'll do the Colts. I'm here. Who else? Who else is in the chat? Help me out, people.
Anybody in the chat, let us know. Let us know, man. And if we don't know your favorite team, you know you can put your team in there.
It's been a while. All right. I think that is about enough. Let me see. Anybody else? Nope. We're going to ride with these. You know what? Let's pick for the... Is there anybody we haven't picked for yet? When doing these? I don't think we've picked for the Niners.
We didn't pick for the Niners.
And we haven't picked for the Bears because theirs is obvious. You know what? I want to do the Bears again, though. All right. We'll do two. We'll do
your team.
One round. What happened?
Nate's the Giants, right? Oh, we're doing the Giants anyway, right?
We're already doing the Giants. Nah, Nate's a Patriot anyway.
Oh, Nate's a Patriot fan. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can do a Cleveland one since you said you mentioned it. Cleveland, bam. All right. Oh, I'm interested what the Bills do too. All right, we're doing half the draft basically. Here we go. Let's get this underway. Enter solo draft. So with the first pick, ooh, look at this. Look at the Minnesota Vikings being aggressive for Chicago. Would you guys do this? No way, right? I would love to pair Caleb with Jetta though. Jetta and his old receiver Addison, that'd be amazing.
What did Minnesota offer? I'm just curious. Even though
they offered him the 11th pick, the 23rd pick, the 108th pick, a first in the 25 draft, and a third in the 25 draft. That's a haul. They can actually still technically get a quarterback at 11. It just won't be Caleb. Like if they believed in Penix, they could this trade would be amazing.
Jump at that.
Yeah,
they get Penix that like what was the 23rd or something like that.
Yeah, they wouldn't even have to do it at the 11. They could pick talent at the 11. Mind you, they would still have the 9. So they would pick at 9, 11, and then 23.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit would be bananas for them, but nah, they're trying to change their franchise. So yeah, everybody's offering the same crazy ass deal. But they're all getting rejected. They're gonna take Caddy. They're gonna take Cal. I keep wanting to call him Cadillac Williams. Washington. Where's Ant at? Ant still here?
Right?
Come on,
I agree, Bobby. There was so much I don't know if they would be able to. But to be honest, they're trying to change their franchise. And I'll tell you this though. Had they decided to just stay with Fields, they could have hauled so much for this pick.
Yeah.
So much.
That's why I was a proponent of them keeping Fields.
He's going to bust like Cadillac. Hey, Cadillac was he was a bust. He wasn't good.
So the Commanders at 2.
At 2, what we got? So I'm thinking. We're just going to go straight Daniels?
I think Daniels.
You want to mix it up, though, since they have a problem with him? Or he has a problem with them?
Man, listen here, man. I'm going to go Drake May.
Yeah. Let's change it up. Let's change it up. Drake May. They go May. They don't like what they hear. Ooh.
What they offer you?
They Minnesota offered me that basically the same package for the one, but instead of the next year stuff. So I get 11 and 23.
Great.
What's the other pick? Denver. Denver offered me the 12, 76, a first and a second next year.
Damn, that's nice.
That is nice. That is kind of nice.
But take your boy.
Yeah, we need a team changer right now, so can't do these. And I take Marvin though.
Yeah,
I know, right?
I want to see how it plays out.
Yeah, because we wanted to play this out. You're right. Yeah, Marvin. Ooh, Neighbors went next, followed by Fashanu. Now the Giants get offered a haul for this 6th pick. So they're
Minnesota? From New Orleans.
From the Steelers. They're offering the 20th, the 51st, the 84th, The 90, like basically a pick in every round.
Hold on. What the fuck would fucking Pittsburgh be up there jumping for? Fucking
Yeah,
QB? For?
Yeah, that's weird. They wouldn't do that. Who are they going for here?
They going with Dallas Turner?
I know, right? Or Joe Alt?
Or Joe Alt. I mean, offensive tackle wise,
yeah,
they want
but
Alt,
like
they want Alt, but
that's aggressive. I could move back one and get the 106 as well. Now, I think we're just gonna pick for the Giants. Who do they want? Jaden Daniels still on the board. Do they go Jaden Daniels?
I think they go quarterback.
That's a crazy pick at this spot, but yeah, I guess you're right. Turner went next. Terry and Arnold went next. Chicago was going to pick at 9. They took the quarterback. Now they got to get somebody to go with them.
Wide receiver.
And I believe that Rome is Rome Odunze.
Do you believe they go wide receiver though?
Yeah, I think. Look, I know that they went out and got who they get. They got DJ Moore. They went out and signed somebody. Who was the other receiver?
Mike Williams.
Mike. I mean, no, wait, no.
Who they
Mike
got? No, Mike Williams to the Jets.
He went to the Jets, yeah.
What's the other one from the Chargers? Who's hurt all the time?
Keenan Allen.
There you go.
Same
thing.
Keenan short term though.
When's the next time they draft though? After 9.
High second.
Yeah, it'll be that high second pick.
It'll be like a beginning of the second round, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, you probably need help on the line, correct?
Yes, and Joe Alt is still here. Yeah, they got to go Joe Alt. You're right.
They got to go Alt. Yeah, you got to be smart. Yeah.
Gotta go Joe Alt.
You call that too.
Rowan went away, right next pick to the Jets. Rome Odunze. The Vikings stood where they were, even though they kept trying to trade up. They stayed pat, and they ended up with JJ McCarthy.
Okay, who's probably who they wanted in the first place.
It's probably who they were moving up for. No, damn it, Bobby. Your turn to pick.
What is Detroit offering them?
29,
61, 73, and the second in 2025.
Not bad.
Then you got an offer from Tampa Bay. That's the 26th, the 57th, and a first next year. Who do they want? Ooh, they're going up for that tight end. They're going up for Bowers. I wonder if they're going up for Bowers. That'd be you give my man bigger Bowers. I love that. And KC,
Mike Williams, that's a huge team.
Yeah, look what KC wants to do. The 32nd, the 64th, the 95th, a second and a third next year.
Second and a third?
Yeah. For the first, I mean for their 14th overall pick. And
you think they're moving up for Bowers? Kelsey get a little long in the tooth.
Nope.
They need to get some kind of weapon because they don't know what's gonna happen with this dude.
You know they moving down for who's that?
Brian Thomas is there.
They might be going down for Brian Thomas, man. Keep it real with you.
But they don't have to go this early for him.
Or Bowers.
Yeah, Bowers might be the move. I kind of want to accept this to see what they're gonna do.
Bobby, you want the
he said he wants to take Detroit.
He said he wants the Detroit package. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, let's see what Detroit does it for. Except Jared Verse, the edge rusher. Mm-hmm. Is Lewis still in here? Your Colts, you gonna do this?
Lewis.
Yeah, I don't know if he's here. All right, so I'll pick for him. And they need to pick. And I think they're going to end up with the same guy they ended up the last time we did this. Oh, no, they need to take Brock Bowers.
Yeah, he needs to protect them. The QB needs to protect them over there.
A good little safety blanket.
Yeah.
They can get speed. They can get more speed later on.
Yeah. Pittman.
Yeah. Okay. Fuego went out. Fontenot went out. Oh, Brian Thomas went to the fucking Dolphins. Well, that means they're probably going to move on from fucking Waddle. Philly, at the 22nd pick, they could trade it for the 43rd, 79th, and a second next year. I think Philly just picks here. Ooh. Okay, they probably accept this.
Yes, at that.
Is going to move back to the 26th or move back 4 picks, but you also get a 92.
I can see them doing that.
I don't see that there's anything here that they really want. Oh, except Chop might still be there. Chop's still there. We'll see what happens. Chop might be there anyway. Dallas, what y'all doing?
We picking.
Y'all picking?
We got left on that for tackle.
Ooh, y'all can move back 3 and still get a 4th rounder next year. Defensive tackle or offensive tackle?
Offense.
Guyton.
Oklahoma.
Yep. That's fucking got Jerry written all over it.
They say he's a mold of Tyron Smith.
Oh, yeah. That's what y'all should do.
Man, listen here. I mean, I like the tackle move, but I kind of, like I said,
he wants Mitchell, doesn't he? He wants Mitchell. I knew it.
Mitchell, listen here.
I knew he wanted
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
New QB, but I understand that we got to mold the offensive line, though. But Allen Mitchell will probably be one. I'll take that. I was thinking about Cooper DeJohn, but we don't need no more defensive help. I don't think back there. Yeah.
Okay, I can see Mitchell.
I'm gonna go Mitchell. I'm gonna go Jerry Shock in the world with the offensive piece.
You know what's funny about this move is like I think it's good to go after this position. I think this is a weird spot because I don't know if Adonai is gonna make the immediate difference, but I do think it's a good idea because I think you put him next to CD and eventually he'll be like he's gonna be a problem. So yeah, that's a fun pick. I like that. Philly. At the 26th pick, they just moved back. They're going to pick. They're not going to trade back again because they already traded back once. Unless, no. Whoa. So they have to trade out of the first round and to the end of the second round. But they get a
second?
Yeah, basically end of the second. They get the 57th, the 89th, 125th, and they get a first next year and a second next year.
I can see them doing this only because
first and a second?
And a second next year.
They take that.
I can see that,
right?
They're backloading the money. So if you're backloading the money, then why not keep backloading for talent in these rounds? So therefore, you ain't got to pay these.
That's why they got all those picks they got now.
Right. All right, we'll do it for them. They did it for Nate Wiggins. Buffalo. I'm picking for Buffalo.
They need a wide receiver.
Yeah, and he keeps ending up available at this spot. I know, but I don't like that. I believe in Coleman. Coleman
yeah.
always. It's always Coleman who ends up on Buffalo. Are any of these deals worth taking? This no.
Or you can take Worthy.
They can't draft Worthy here. They just can't.
Cold weather too.
Yeah, you just can't draft a little tiny speed guy when you have a giant hole.
He's warm weather in indoor stadiums.
Yeah, I guess Keon Coleman is the move here. Oh no, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. They may have to address the receiver thing later because they definitely need secondary help. They lost 2 different guys out there.
Yes, they definitely did.
And Cooper DeJean is right here, so
okay,
they're gonna have to go Cooper. Saints, Bobby offered another first-round pick.
For Denver's first.
Broncos.
For next year?
Our coach. Fuck no, we ain't giving you.
They get a first next year and a 76th pick. But that means they're fully out of the first and second round.
Oh, wow.
Unless they have their own second round pick.
Nah. But like Bobby says, they need the picks.
Okay.
Everybody going to draft.
All right. So they're drafting. Wait, they need picks or they need 2 pick? Take all the. Wait.
He said Sean can suck it.
So we're taking their picks?
So which one you want to pick or you want to take the picks, Bobby?
It's so ambiguous.
Bobby gonna say keep that.
Damn it, Bobby.
I think he's still behind us on the
Yeah.
Under delay.
Bobby, go live. Hit the live button.
Say drafting.
Okay, we're drafting.
Drafting.
Reject. And then who we drafting? That's the next part.
What you got left up there?
Ooh, Michael Penix sitting there. We got Chop Robinson, Byron Murphy, Xavier Worthy, Bo Nix, Keon Coleman, Jordan Morgan.
Do you take a quarterback, Bobby?
They're gonna
Take
take
another
Jordan.
wide receiver?
They're gonna take Jordan Morgan.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Who, Bobby? Who you taking, Bobby?
Damn it, Bobby.
What draft pick is that? I mean, what position?
Who'd he say?
What draft
They
position is
need an
that?
offensive tackle, guard, defensive tackle, edge, and QB.
Is that 31? Best
29.
edge, which is Robinson.
Yeah, best edge is Chop. So Chop it is. All right, Ravens picked Keon Coleman. That's fascinating. He might actually be good there.
That's scary.
Yeah, because they can scheme him open, like the way they run the system. They can scheme him open and take advantage of his size, and then that's a perfect guy since you want to throw it up to tight ends, triple covered. Throw it up to
him, Flowers. You got the 2 tight ends, and you got King Henry back there.
Yeah,
man, that's scary.
It's also scary for Lamar because there's no one to blame after that.
That's true.
49ers, we can either pick for the 49ers or get them a first next season. But you get out of the first and second round.
I think they'll take the pick.
Yeah, I think they'll pick. Reject. All right. What do the Niners need? They need offensive tackle, a corner, a DT. Oh, there's a perfectly good DT right here.
Who's that?
Byron Murphy from Texas. Yo, boy.
Yeah. He's a big plug.
That's what they need.
Run stopper.
There you go. That's what they need. And the Chiefs took Xavier Worthy? No, they traded that. The Chargers took Worthy.
Okay. They
traded out of it.
Okay.
So we picked for Buffalo. We got the Cooper DeJean. That's all we got for them. It's a pretty good pick, though. Caleb Williams and Joe Alt, two of the best players. The two best players at their positions.
Yep.
In the draft. Great draft for Chicago. What the fuck? Why does that always happen when I click on one? Go back. Oh, this is great. Yo, the whole thing just shut down.
Crashed on you.
Oh, well.
They're like, man, Will, you doing too many drafts on this goddamn app.
I know, right? Could have started charging me. But yeah, man.
I'm loving it, man. We are 3 days away from the draft.
Hell yeah. I'm so hyped.
How about if Jerry Jones takes a running back that's projected in the second round in the first?
It'll just be like fucking, of course Jerry did.
Listen here, man. Wear your favorite team's hat. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite team shirt. You know, draft on Thursday night. Of course, you know, Parlay Perspective will probably speak a little bit more football, you know, but, you know, Thursday night's going to be the grand spectrum. It's going to be fire. Immediately, Wednesday after Parlay Perspective will be the best in the world wrestling show. Me and Dale had to pick it on a day. He doesn't even know this yet. You had to pick a day to do it, so we have to do it after one of our flagship shows, so we're going to choose to do it Wednesday. So more fun, man, with the parlay. We're going to be popping over here, man. Got the chop up tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. You know, sorry for the delay tonight. Hey, we went consistent for about a week and a half, man, doing it. You know, but as we know, we're the blackest podcast ever. So, yeah, we stop.
So,
yeah, pretty interesting topic backstage. That's what happens, man. You know, it was early. We actually got to the studio probably like 20 minutes before showtime. So, and that's what we do, man.
Party and bullshit and party and bull. That's all we be doing back there, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to everybody who came through. Appreciate y'all. MVP Bobby out here doing his thing. Like, share, subscribe there. Everywhere we're gonna be. So be there with us. I'll let you know.
Be there or be squared. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Start of the week, man. Hope everybody's getting to it, man. We got 4 days to the weekend, but before that, you got to get the grind on, got to get the work done, got to get everything completed so you can enjoy yourself on the weekend, that is. And shout out to Lewis, man. Lewis was our early day MVP.
He held it down.
Bobby was the late night MVP, man. Participated and shout out to Bobby for participating on every mock draft. Actually, shout out to Bobby last week as well for participating in our NBA playoff predictions. He did that as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did.
Shout out to everybody that shows love, man. When you could be doing something else at night with your time, especially working all day. A lot of you guys are tuning to us, man. Real talk.
We appreciate it. Great.
Shout out to my brothers of podcasting as always. Appreciate y'all giving me that moral support and uplifting every night. Shout out to Bobby, Ethan, Daryl, Anthony, P. Dollar, Lewis, Dale, and Nate. If I forgot anybody, I do strongly apologize.
He once was black, then when he was white, then when he was black again. Who else is like that?
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta give y'all the OJ, we ain't gotta give y'all the Spreewell, we ain't gotta give y'all the Oakley. We ain't gotta give y'all none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's all love.
And special shout out to my youngest daughter. She got engaged this weekend.
Let's go. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Oh, me and Will wedding crashes.
Yep.
In a good way though. In a good way though. We
want to talk.
We want to come.
Slide in like Kramer.
We want to come to the wedding, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
Gotta start saving some money now, put it in the collection.
They're gonna be like, yo, why is that table so damn loud? Oh, that's coaches. That's coaches.
We over here. Wow.
They from the north. They got problems.
I got smoked all weekend, man, in sports, man. I felt like not even smoked to the point where I win money and then I'm like, man, go for the kill, and then I lose, so I end up even. But yeah, I call that smoke too. When you go even, you get smoked. Don't think because you went even that you got smoked. So I got smoked this weekend. So I'm taking the week off until Friday. I'm gonna take the weekday off and go weekend time, man. But other than that, man, that's my betting prescription for this weekend, man.
Yo, Brunson took me out by 6 points. So all he had to do was score 30.
Oh, hold on. Shay last night caused me my parlay.
Yeah.
He no assists and he was 2 off of 30. I was heated.
Appreciate you, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah. Listen.
He's basically like the 4th or 5th member of our show, Bobby.
Absolutely.
He's always here. I love it. Ooh.
Two, take us out, brother.
Hey, man. Gotta take y'all out tonight. I'm gonna take y'all out, man. The Cubs didn't play today. But you know what they're gonna do tomorrow, right? They're gonna put that coke in their back. Seme Sosa.
Find this podcast and others on STWF TV, the podcasting network, wherever you get podcasts.